The beauty of this historic city. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. DA, it's all yours.
Guys, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for his play calling. LeBron James said,
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, DA. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
And with Avery Bradley, short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot.
And the free agency fate of Kyrie Irving hung over the Celtics last season. Now that he's gone, how do they weather his departure?
Well, yeah, great question. I think that the uncertainty was a drain on all of them. I mean, Kyrie's obviously an elite talent. I still think they have what it takes, though, to get it done.
The pass to Hayward. Over Caldwell Pope. And Hayward gets it to go.
All that work Hayward's done in the weight room has paid off. He can make those tough finishes through contact now.
Now James over Brown. Here's Howard. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Walker against James. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Rebounded by Howard. And here's the Lakers. James in the post. Defended by Tice. LeBron, good.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Walker the pass to Tice. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D from Howard. And that one's good by Davis.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Tice. It's Brown on the wing. Boston again missing.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
And that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Hayward. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game. Well, last season, Kevin, Gordon Hayward returning from that terrible leg injury, it took some time to find his bearings. He's working his way back to that elite level.
It's stolen by Tice. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Rebounded by the Lakers.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Back to Green and taken away by Brown. Jumps up and finished off by Brown.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
And with the Celtics' depth on the wings, Chris, it was a little tricky getting Hayward back in there.
Yeah, you have the young players ahead of schedule, Kevin. I mean, it's tough to give him minutes without hindering their growth. At the same time, Hayward, an all-star before getting hurt, want to help build back his confidence.
Right block shot, and he overshot that one, missing.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
The kick out to Tatum. A three-pointer, no good. The Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. James looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, when he joined the Lakers, LeBron knew it would be a challenge. Joining a young team with a losing record. It's reminiscent of his return to Cleveland. But this go-round proving even harder.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw. And under the microscope in Los Angeles, some questions about LeBron's leadership, sitting apart on the bench and Chris courting other superstar players.
Well, I mean, and when you're losing, everything gets magnified, Kevin. We all know that. I mean, LeBron's had his critics his whole career. He continues to prove them wrong. He just wants to get back on that winning track because that would do a lot to quiet them.
Here's Walker. Misses off the left iron. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
Boston trailing. And here's Walker. Tatum finds Brown. And here's Walker. And that one drops.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. To the middle, and stolen by Hayward. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something. It's rarely a good idea.
Outside, Walker. Tatum on the wing. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
That one falls. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
Physical D. When LeBron, the body control, the focus, it really doesn't matter.
And the Celtics with possession here. Up top, Walker. James covering. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Tatum passes to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for Walker from outside off the mark.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Yep, that one goes in there. LeBron's got 9 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. James against Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And see, that's the quickness of Walker. It poses so many issues for the defense. He's an expert at getting fouled while shooting.
For Boston, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. That's good from Kemba Walker. Boston making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 9. With 4 seconds on the clock, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for